So, Greg Cote, we have not had the chance to get your thoughts on the World Cup final. This is a very off the beaten path storyline of it. But have you guys seen the videos of what Salt Bae did in the post celebrations?
Trying to get a picture with Messi?
I mean, right. Well, no, not even trying to get a picture with Messi, although that was bad enough, and Messi clearly wanted no part of him.
Watching him get rejected made me feel good.
Oh, it felt great. But also, like, he's trying to, like, get a picture with just him and the freaking World Cup trophy. So he literally yanks it away from Lisandro Martinez, plays for Manchester United, and is posing with the World Cup trophy and is trying to get pictures, as many pictures as possible, with the World Cup. Like, that should be touched by 26 people. The 20 and the coaches, I guess. But, like, this guy, this celebrity, who all he does is chase social media clout by putting salt on steaks, is yanking the World Cup away from the players who actually won it. I was horrified by this video.
He wastes a lot of salt, too.
Stugotz is strong in him. I don't blame him.
Where is the line on that? He says it's got to be, like, if I'm cousins with Messi, I'm getting a picture with that trophy.
Your family.
You think so?
I mean, you think only the people can, like, if I have my moment with the trophy,
what
my
are you
brother,
doing with the World Cup?
Cousin, you're out.
Have you seen what they do with the Stanley Cup? Like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
I mean, they're different trophies.
Yeah, but they share it with
It's also not on
family.
the pitch.
Not on the pitch.
It's not a cup. There's only so many things that you can do with this one. It's a bad trophy when you consider the
It's
stakes.
a small trophy.
It's a
the
small
World
trophy,
Cup.
but I don't know, man. Like, when Salt Bae was trying to yank it away from Lisandro Martinez, I'm like, that's the World Cup. Like, it's made of gold. Look at the thing. Like that.
Is it 25 pounds of gold?
I hold it in such esteem that it's like, Salt Bae, get away from that thing. That's not yours. Like, you know.
Damn it, you did it again.
Herman Montiel's cousin.
Cam.
That's not yours.
Hard cam.
Oh, sorry. That's Nahuel Molina's brother's trophy, not yours, Salt Bae. Salt Bae, please. The Hall of Famer.
You can't laugh through
first
it.
class, first ballot.
Look at me, Louie.
World class. Look at me, Louie.
Damn, you're good.
Enough.
I want to be Kuman Bay.
Cumin Bay.
I like it.
You making a chili?
Texturally, it's not gonna. It's just gonna go down your wrist and like stain your forearm.
It is a weird texture.
What
Yeah.
would have been the funniest one? Paprika Bay?
Paprika Bay. Yeah.
We're not getting Greg's thoughts, though.
Turmeric Bay. Old Bay seasoning. Old
Old
Bay.
Bay.
I'm Old Bay.
I like it.
Yes.
Baby. Baby. Well, listen, I'm not to drop a name. I happened to be talking to Ray Hudson yesterday.
Look at me, Louie.
Okay. Look at me, Louie. All right. I deserve that. I deserve
I'm
that.
jealous. I want to hear
Yeah.
from Ray.
Okay. Ray Hudson is a huge.
Did he say magisterial?
Yeah.
Or how many
Always.
times did it go? Oh,
You work with him.
I know, but I mean, I didn't get to call him. I didn't get to call him. Like he genuinely loves Lionel Messi
He
to
does.
such a degree.
He does.
That
goodness.
like to be an Englishman,
Yeah.
and root for Argentina.
It's amazing.
Is staggering.
Okay.
And so he that's like his favorite national team. He likes Argentina more than he likes England.
Right. He was watching the game alone in his house with his cats because when it's a match that big, he has to be alone. Okay. So
I like that.
after Argentina scores the second goal to go up 2-0, Ray Hudson's Apple Watch goes off and asks him if he'd just had a car accident. Because that's how much he was jumping up and down and celebrating that second goal, which a 2-0 lead in soccer is like huge. Then the World Cup
Especially
final
the play,
got,
like
yeah.
Ray Hudson, who loves a beautiful game.
Exa-
That
oh, my
second
God.
goal was,
It
as you
was-
would say, magisterial.
It was textbook. It was just 3-4 passes in a row that were absolute textbook. But after 2-0, that's when the World Cup final got good. Christopher and I were watching the final together. At that point, when it was 2-0, I'm like, I hate to say it, but this is going to go down as a pretty boring World Cup. And the reason I said that was that France at that time was doing very little. Mbappe was as invisible as a guy of that stature can be.
Yep.
Okay? But when France scored, and then they scored again, Christopher and I stood the rest of the match. We could not sit down. And so what caused Ray Hudson to jump up and down as if it had been in an auto accident, that was the beginning. Then the World Cup final got good. It's not recency bias to say that was an epic, one-for-the-ages World Cup final. It was mesmerizing. And what a great advertisement for international football. What a repudiation of anybody who can't get international soccer and is still going, it's boring, they don't score enough goals. That's on you. That's not on the sport.
I will tell you this. It's all downhill from here. And the reason I say that, okay, just follow me down this path.
Okay.
Is we saw the greatest game, the greatest player, legacy game, finally complete his legacy. He'll go down as the greatest soccer player of all time.
That's a great take.
Okay? But with horse racing, I said the second a horse wins the Triple Crown, horse racing is done. And a horse won a Triple Crown a few years ago, and no one pays attention. Because the trick with horse racing was Derby winner, you'll follow it. If they win the next one, the Preakness, if they win that, you'll follow them to the Belmont Stakes. If they don't win it, you're not watching the Belmont Stakes, okay? We have now seen, the Fringe fan, I'm not talking about Mike and Chris, we have now seen the greatest soccer game probably of all time. And it took a confluence of events, Messi versus that team and that player, okay? All the stakes attached to it. And you saw something you rarely see. A team up 2-0, come back 2-2. They did it quickly, went to overtime, went to PKs. It was amazing, breathtaking. It will never be that good again. It's all downhill. Like, it was a great moment. I enjoyed it. I thought it was fantastic. One of the great sporting events I've ever seen. I don't know what it does for soccer, because we'll never see soccer as good as we saw it on Sunday ever again.
It's hard to argue.
Okay, here's the thing. And I would posit this. 3 generations ago, when Brazil is winning back-to-back World Cups and Pelé is Pelé, somebody back then was saying the same thing. Soccer's never going to be this good again. 3 generations later, it's Messi.
Right.
Okay?
It was Bob Ryan who said it.
I mean,
A generation from now, it's going to be Mbappe in his prime against Brazil in the final. There's always going to be something magnetic to watch.